Okay? But ART, when you are tested and you find out that you are HIV positive, that is where they will now place your ART drugs so that it will not lead to what? AIDS. Exactly. Then one of my brothers who said how you can prevent a baby in the womb, right? So you know when a woman takes it, she goes to the hospital for what? Antenatal. When you go for antenatal, you carry out various tests. During that test as well, you do what? Blood test. So definitely, if you have any issues in your system, it will be discovered that you have what? HIV. And immediately a mother notices that he or she has HIV, she will be placed on the drug. Once you are on that drug, that baby will not have that virus. Are we clear now? That baby will not do what? Have that virus. The only thing is that after giving birth, you cannot breastfeed. And then definitely you have to do CS. But once you're on that drug, the baby is cleared of HIV. The third question, you said, I mentioned that you should condomize after saying you should do what? Stay away. You know, here we have little ones and then we have adults. Are we clear? Adults, some adults, we have no, at least you see in some movies.
In combination with other drugs to treat certain illnesses. So, but if you take it by itself, it's an abuse. But pharmacists, doctors, they know how they combine these drugs to ameliorate certain diseases. Do you understand that? But if you do not, you are not aware of this, and you just take it, that is the end of Solomon. You hear me? Thank you. Thank you.
My name is Oga Bello. I'm from Odunlade Adekola. My question is, how can we counsel a drug addict?
A drug addict is already a drug addict. I've discovered that there is no amount of talk unless that addict is rehabilitated. Number one, he has to be segregated from where he's taking. Where he's taking those drugs. He must be rehabilitated in a proper rehabilitation center where he will not have access to these places. But unfortunately, people in our prison, they have access to drugs. So if you like yourself, not even bother to get in contact at all. But if that person has been in contact, then what will the cost? What if the parents don't have the money to rehabilitate? That is the end of Solomon Property. So it's better you don't get the contact with the drug. But we have rehabilitation centers. I know there is one in Ibadan. They take about 400,000, 3 months to rehabilitate. That is if the person does not go back to it.
The Minister of Health said the drug abuse that shall not take it. But when they know that make for some certain drug, why don't they make it just for the doctors who need it most? Why not for the public? Why don't they block the public? That's number one question. Two question is that some of because of where I live somehow in the ghetto. Because of most of my friends are already at it, but me I'm not. What I have to do if I want to remove them.
You do not do it. You cannot cancel them. And the drugs we are talking about is a criminal offense for anybody that is caught having that drugs. They are doing it illegally anyway. It's illegal. All these drugs I'm talking about, they are illegal. So people go behind drugs to go and take it. You understand that? So people that don't have it, they are taking it. Detach yourself. Or they relocate from that area so that you don't have contact. Those who are still taking that drug. But you don't take it. I say you are not. Please don't take it no matter what. That is the end of that person. Because your organs will get damaged. And once organs are damaged, no matter how many times you go to India, it's only to just give you a short life. You know they go to India to change kidney and all that. It's only a short time. I have friends who have died. In fact, they have gone to India several times. Eventually they died. So that person that is taking drugs is sure to die untimely. It is not a cause.
Smokers are dying to die. Why do they not produce if they're going to harm people? There's some doctors who prescribe drugs which is harmful to the body. It's more stronger than the illness that you have. Like if you have a dry mouth, you can give what is stronger and it's not for you. But why you just prescribe a drug that is harder for you and give it to you, it's going to the body.
That's why we have lab technologies. There are some drugs that are not good for certain people. There are some blood types that will not tolerate certain things. There are some medical conditions that people, for example, I am restless negative. Then I have glucose intolerance. You understand that? So while you are taking Fanta and all that, I will not take it. And I've seen people who are taking that Fanta and nothing is wrong with them. You have to understand yourself. And I'm asking, why should doctors still prescribe? They have general medicines for so many things. If you take it and you know that it's not good for you, go back to the doctor. They'll give you another one. Like you are treating malaria. There are some people that take certain things with malaria drugs. You understand that? So if you go for proper checkup, they take your blood sample. They will know. But most people go across the counter to go and get it. I do it too. You understand that? I do it too, but it is not good. Because that I do it does not make it good. It is not good. Because there are some medicine I will not want to mention now. There was a time I took one malaria drug. I think the company is closed now. Let me mention it. It's called Melubrin. When I took it, I could not open my eyes like this. My eyes must be constantly shut. It was white. There are other drugs I will not mention. They are banned those drugs. So doctors who know their work, they know that if they ban this drug, they should not recommend. If they do that, go and report them to the police, they will arrest them. Do you understand that? So, but definitely, if you go to a proper hospital, not Abele hospital, they will do proper diagnosis and medication.
I'm a sole treasure from the Lord's members. So now, in the case where a child has parents or guardians that take drugs, what can we do to like save the child? Because the child will definitely take up the habits of the parents. And also, we see so many celebrities, so many people in high places that use these drugs and use it as if it is legal. They glorify the usage of hard drugs a lot on social media and other platforms. So what can be done? Because these people need to be put behind bars for people to know that yes, this is wrong.
The fact that you see celebrities or people doing it and nobody is arresting them does not make it good. You understand? I have seen a man whose parents take drugs and he did not take drugs because they did not even end well. So he opened his eyes and saw that it will not end well for the parents. He decided to make his own end to be well. So when you see politicians and all these people taking drugs, you don't know where they go to for medication. You don't know. There are a lot of people that have so many medical conditions that you don't know what they are putting, what they are hiding under their cloth. But by the time you boomerang, they'll just die immediately. So the best thing for you is not to at least attach yourself to any of those things or get in contact with drugs. Because there are people that take drugs and to you, it doesn't affect them, it affects them. They have money to suppress what is affecting them. Do you understand that? So it's not everybody that has that money. If you know that, stay where you are and don't try to copy any other person. Is that all? I suppose you have learned one or two things today. Thank you very much.
Put your hands together for Professor Oga.
It is such an honor to be in the midst of industry professionals. I'm very thankful for this opportunity. I'm here on behalf of my dad, Otunlade Dr. Shola Kosubu. I'm going to keep it brief because I'm sure we are hungry. I'm going to be speaking about the dangers of cultism and why we need to say no to cultism. First, I'll give a brief introduction. My name is Fosudo Emmanuela Tumininu. I am the general manager of an entertainment company. I run a fashion business here in Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm the founder of Bonded by Trauma, which is a mental health initiative. I've decided to speak on two key two topics. First of all, I will give a very brief introduction as to what cultism is, what cultism used to be and what it is today, and then the rise of digital cultism and how it is affecting us and the younger generation. First of all, what is cultism? I'm sure everyone seated here knows one or two things about cultism. Cultism did not start as what it is today. So how did cultism start? In 1952, Wole Soyinka and 6 others came together to form the very first cult group known as the National Association of Sea Dogs, also called the Pirates Confraternity. Now, they formed this cult group to fight oppression, to fight tribalism, and to make sure that people were looked after and sought after. But eventually, it started to become violent. You know, as they say, a group of friends cannot play together forever. People would eventually move on in life, people would find their callings, people would break out of certain things. And that is the same thing that happened with the very first cult group. Because of its exclusivity, because of its secretive nature, people started to wonder, what is happening in this group? How can I be a part of it? And when they realized that they couldn't be a part of it, they started to form their own cult groups. And by 1980s and 1990s, started having different various cult groups. And then cult groups started to become violent for two main reasons. One, for political reasons. It may sound strange, but it is true. I was watching a documentary, and you know, one of the cultists boldly said that he is not afraid and he can go on any operation because he has political backings. Now, what does this mean? We know that politicians will send these thugs, these cultists, these tyrants to scatter political processes and in very severe cases to kill political opponents. It happens, it has happened, and it is still happening. And the second reason is because there were no real consequences for these actions. And so when you do something bad and you are able to go scot-free, it persists, you continue because you are going scot-free, there is no consequence, you are free to do whatever you want. And that is why today cultism is what it is. Now let me give my own definition of what cultism is today. I personally describe cultism as a monster that has eaten deep into our society, involving a practice of belonging to a secretive or extremist group that operates outside societal norms, often engaging in rituals, oath-taking, initiations, violence, and illegal activities, resulting in ravaging and negative effects such as loss of lives, rape, blackmail, kidnapping, armed robbery, prostitution.
Please go and take your seat. Please have your seat. Now we're going to go into our question and answer session. And I told you initially to have 4 questions, and each of the questions attract cash prizes. I want to recognize the presence of the former Deputy President of Tampan, Mr. Opebe. Now you are welcome. I want to also officially recognize the President of the SAD and the camp friends who are our special guests and the main target for today's program will be sound school by school in an orderly manner. They are already doing it. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ tábìlì àpáta káàmpù tí àwọn àlejò jẹun ìdí tí wọ́n fi máa gba access cards nìyẹn gbogbo àwọn tábìlìsà làwọn ìbájú sí access cards. Lẹ́yìn àwọn ọmọ school oúnjẹ yìí òun wọ́n gbà school by school yẹn ó bá ti kọ̀ yìí wọ́n á pè yìí. But now intervention òun ni question and answer bá a sọ bá a ní pẹ́sẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan ẹgbẹ́ bá ti gbà ó máa gba ẹ̀bùn owó. So we want to go into that now. There are 4 questions and the MC has the liberty to choose randomly among those who signify to answer the questions. So question number 1. If you want to answer, let me see your hand up. I'll take those 1 person. If that person fails, I call another person. Yes.
At our conference. Let me remain here and put it as all people is whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, I first of all thank all the moderators, speaker, and all their given to our children, including myself. I was confessed, not the student who don't learn, I learned from as well. I will just touch 1 or 2 things from the first speaker about the child trafficking. They are selling all. Not only taking the child from one place to another for one more, it's only child trafficking. If you are using your own child as well, you are doing child trafficking. You must know that. And I love it for the presentation. I give those to you. Then the second one about the, let me talk to the last speaker, is that, I think this is prepared for you about the drug abuse. Let me tell you, I must confess that the drug is not good at all. I have to grow up in between drug abuse people because I know what it takes. I know what they have to pay. I know what the children have to pay. That is why very away from me. And by the grace of God, I don't pray with that problem for God. You cannot do it. When many people start thinking, when you are addicted, definitely you cannot get out of it. It's very difficult. I wish you the very best of you. All what I've said here, I've been on the best of you. I think everything and I will be. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Please, if you are clapping, clap, let's hear it.